You don't need to be the master of whisperers to know that the Game of Thrones cast is well loved.
Things I do for love.
So if you're among those desperately missing Westeros' finest, then here are some great films and shows you can stream right now to bring them back into your life. While Peter Dinklage is the man with the most supporting actor wins in a drama in Emmy history, we recommend that you watch his breakout leading performance in 2003's The Station Agent. It's melancholic and funny, and it's available to rent or buy on Prime Video or stream with the Cinemax add-on.
Take a look.
Dinklage plays a man seeking a quieter life in an old train depot that he inherits when his only friend dies. Bobby Cannavale and Patricia Clarkson, however, get in the way of his solitary plans.
Wakey, wakey, baby!
Oscar-winning writer of Spotlight Tom McCarthy handcrafted this role for Dinklage. The performance is understated, and you can even see early signs of Tyrion's softer side in it, as Dinklage really draws you into his grief.
I'm actually just a very simple, boring person.
For something a bit bouncier, featuring a throne star who kept her head in the game as long as she could, go stream Hulu's 4 Weddings and a Funeral with Nathalie Emmanuel.
Have you even seen it?
No.
Yes, it's an adaptation of the 90s film of the same name, but it's more of a tribute to rom-coms than a remake of that particular Hugh Grant movie. Co-creator Mindy Kaling packed the series with recognizable nods to the genre, and Nathalie Emmanuel captures a sense of figuring it out as she goes that makes her a highly relatable lead. Plus, it's got way more meet-cutes than Game of Thrones.
I hope you're right.
Okay, so speaking of weddings and funerals, we've been missing Richard Madden since Robb Stark's nuptials gone wrong back in season 3. But luckily, there's a British series called Bodyguard that you can take for a heart-pounding ride on Netflix.
Just want to talk.
The opening sequence pulls you into the tension and anxiety of this series, and it never lets go. Madden's character, David Budd, serves as a bodyguard for a high-ranking government official, and as each twist gives way to the next, absolutely no one can be trusted, not even David himself. It's one of the most watched drama series of all time in the UK, so that seems like a vote of confidence.
Great job, David. Credit to the branch.
Thank you, Mum.
Let's finish off your watch list with a version of Emilia Clarke that's much kinder than the one you last saw at King's Landing. You can rent or buy Me Before You on Prime Video now.
You look like a mad woman. An oddly cheerful mad woman.
Clarke takes a castle by storm in this one too, but this time she's a bit of a lost, free-spirited woman who stumbles into a job as a caretaker for a recently paralyzed man.
Do you have any experience of caregiving?
I've never done it, but I'm sure I could learn.
She's gregarious, he's reserved. This is the full-on romance story that we wish we got with Jon and Dany, but it's not all sunshine and red dresses. There's a darker question of what makes life worth living that pervades the film. And bonus Game of Thrones points for Charles Dance playing a complicated father once again.
He's my son!
Yes, he's my son, too!
Whether you're a Stark, a Lannister, or an unnamed shouting peasant, you've got some great stuff to watch to keep your love of the Game of Thrones cast alive and kicking much longer than most of their characters.